The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Poetic beats.
Bitches, I California need it. Sun up, sun down, all smiles, no frowns. Cali life is like a circus, minus the clowns. I keep the top down, swag stays turned, and there's so much heat, the week get burned. Every day is the right day. In Cali, I do it my way. Kush keep the highway, sunset on Friday.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Toomer's Style. I'm your host, Al Toomer. All righty, thank you very much, Ms. Portis. Let's start out by giving her a big shout out. Portis at Morris Media, the ones who makes this happen here every week and every day for somebody here doing stuff at our wonderful establishment. Tonight, I'm joined by my cousin tonight, and we're going to sit here and chop it up about a few issues. Let me just get all the preliminaries out of the way. Please call in at 323-293-3375 and share your experiences with whatever we're talking about tonight, anything you want to talk about. I appreciate everybody who's been supporting the show. We appreciate your feedback and everything, and keep on doing that. Some of it is not too flattering. I mean, I had a couple of people got them come at me this week. I wish I could remember. I know one of them was Dio Robinson, and one's name I couldn't pronounce, but she has been saying things, I mean, all in fun and all in good love and all that type of thing about whatever is going on with me. But, I want to address that I was born with asthma. And, breathe loud or breathe heavy as long as I'm breathing. People have been talking about that and making jokes for years. So I'm going to breathe. I'm going to keep on breathing. You got a problem with that, then I understand. If you go to a cemetery or go to a funeral home and see the motherfuckers who ain't breathing. So as long as you can hear me breathe, then I'm doing okay. But, send me some shit like, I thought I was going to throw up. It was so disgusting. I mean, that's totally fucked up, and that's why I'm calling you out on that right now, Miss Robinson and Chameleon and all you other people that call in. So, like I told you when I responded back to you, if I got to stop breathing to stop you from throwing up, you'll be a throwing up bitch the rest of your motherfucking life. So I appreciate that, and I hope you're tuning in. I told you to tune in and call in, and didn't say nothing about the subject matter of the show at all, just that you're breathing, and it was disgusting. It said snorting, not breathing, snorting into the microphone. Like, do you see me snorting any cocaine up here? I'm breathing. I'm trying to live. So, anyway, without further ado, let me introduce my main man, J Speed Fournay.
I'd like to say good afternoon, 6 o'clock, because East Coast, West Coast. Don't forget to call in 323-293-3375. Let me use my DJ voice that I've been using all my life. So we're going to sit back and we're going to relax. And we're going to crack a couple nuts. And just like Al said, I wouldn't want this brother to ever stop breathing. And for all you out there, I think it was 2 females that made a comment. It might have been a male, 1 male, 2 females.
The first one, the Chameleon, I think it's a female. I don't know. But I do know it's going to be a bottle of wine for some shit a couple of weeks ago when I was talking about Serena Williams. And she was trying to defend, I was saying I had a problem with Serena marrying a white man, and she tried to defend that and was totally wrong on everything. Owed me a bottle of booze and still ain't gave it to me.
Well, only thing I can tell her is if you ever want my cousin to stop breathing, that'll be like me coming over your house and tell you can't have your period once a month. so we can forget about that. I mean,
they might be of age, Jay, where they don't have periods no more. So
I know they still have what they call that ghost period, even though they don't have the cycle. They have what they call the ghost period. It comes on the same time, the same month, but they don't do no bleeding, but they go through the same effects. You know what I mean? So we don't want Al to stop breathing. Got too much things to do.
Yeah, man. So
what we want to talk about, man?
I just pulled the card out. It could be either R. Kelly first or Michael Jackson. I mean, heads, tail, call it.
All right, Michael Jackson head.
Tail, all right, tail is R. Kelly.
Okay. Go ahead and flip it. Shit, try it again. You must have worked in the casino. You gonna make it come out your way anyway.
It looked like tails to me, so we'll start with R. Kelly.
Okay.
Did you see? I haven't seen his interview. I've seen clips of it where this motherfucker looked totally goddamn. I don't know who advised him to do that. What's up, man? I don't know who advised him to even come out talking the way he was talking, crying and all this type of bullshit. And
well, let me slide over. So see, you got another guest coming in.
Off if he, we might have to. We have to take a break.
Let's take a break. We got another guest coming in.
Imperative. I mean, we'll do it in 5 minutes. I mean, I'm not just gonna shut the motherfucking shoot down right now. So
right.
I'll get right back to you in like the 5 line. For him to be sitting up there and let it come out of his mouth that these people, that these girls' parents sold them to him. Man, that's worse than what the fuck you did. What you mean they sold you their goddamn children?
I'm trying to figure out who is his advisors.
I have
Did he do this alone? Did he just come up with this and he called for a national TV interview? I mean, what was it? Was it something planned?
And sitting up there crying. Because we talked about this last night. I'm getting tired of crying. Don't mean nothing to me no motherfucking more, man. I mean, you see people cry and it's not honest. And then we talked about this the other night about, women just being able to break down and cry and automatically they're a victim just because you cry. This motherfucker actually pulled that move. He sit up there and cried.
And cried?
Yeah.
I wonder was he crying when he had the sex?
Well, he probably should have been doing that. Yeah, said you pissing and shitting on somebody, you ought to be goddamn crying.
He must have been taking a page out of Hitler, because that's what Hitler liked. He liked to be pissed on when he's having sex.
But you'd be amazed at, and these are grown women that I've dealt with, you'd be amazed at in my experiences, man, there are some women who want you to do that. Piss and do all that type of thing to them. Some women like to be choked and beat up and abused. I mean, I've had my dick deep up in some woman, and she asked me to goddamn slap or hit her, and my dick automatically shrinks. We don't get down like that. I don't get out of doing anything to you physically harmful. I don't know what type of experiences you had, but as far as choking you and beating you up doing sex, I mean, I'm not going to give you the opportunity to come back and say that I did something to you in a fucked up way when you asked me to do that just to bust a nut. Just slap the shit out of me and hit me and choke me. People have some weird sexual fantasies, man.
I'm too scared of the damn 911.
That's what I'm saying.
Because if for some reason or another you might not be satisfied and you call 911 on my ass, and then now I'm finna go through the same experience you asked me to go through.
Yeah.
Did you want it?
Exactly.
I gotta be hit across the head with a baton, my Johnson pool, and every damn thing else. So I know I wouldn't advise anybody to go that direction.
Nah,
especially when you're a black male.
And then I know guys who said they like having, one of my friends told me, I'm not going to break his name up, but he enjoyed having women. Now, he liked to be shit on. I don't want to be gross, but he liked to be defecated on. And I had the nerve to tell me that, like, Al, if you ain't into that yet, man, you going to grow up, brother. You going to get into it. It's like, man, I don't ever see a point where I'm going to get off on somebody doing that to me.
What was it, aphrodisiac? Chillings?
I don't know.
Shit, I try to figure out. I mean, for you to be into something like that, you got to have something to get you started.
Not just a regular defecation. Just he like to be cut loose on diarrhea.
Oh man,
that's how it proved to him that his woman loved him. He just liked to be just cut loose on.
Are y'all still friends?
No, I ain't seen him in a while.
He been wanting to be kicked to the curb.
But getting back to this R. Kelly and all this type of thing, one thing I want to talk to you about because you brought it to my attention. It's the different rules in countries and stuff. In America, the age limit is different. In the other countries, you know, they're underage girls and all this type of thing. I mean, 13, 14 years old, they say you a grown-ass woman. So I don't understand why this motherfucker never would have went to one of those countries. You cannot do that type of shit over here. But you did tell me that there are states over here, like 40 of them, that where you can actually marry a goddamn 14, 15-year-old girl as long as she have, you know, you got the approval of a parent.
No, there are 12. There's 12 in the United States today. But if you go back a little further, but we go stick strictly today, there are 12 states in the United States right now that a girl can get married at the age of 14 with parent consent. Now, there are a couple states in the United States that don't have any number to it. They say when a woman go through puberty that they can get married with a parent consent. So that's the same thing I say that you say is, how can you call a person a pedophile when you have it on your laws that a person can get married at 14 and 12 years old with parent consent? So that makes the parent the pimp, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
So I'm trying to say you can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
I mean, you either go have to me. Now we're just bringing you the facts, and don't get mad at me like the mailman who brings you a bill. We're just telling you the facts. That don't mean we agree along with what he's doing or not doing. What we're telling you, if you really want to change things, let's change the laws, because you can't have it on one side where you call a person a pedophile, and on the other side, you letting somebody get married at 12 and 14 years old. Now you don't believe us, go and check the laws.
Right. Well, so here we is with this, man. It's R. Kelly. He got Bill Cosby. Now it's coming out that it looked like he might be released because he was in a kangaroo court. And got R. Kelly, and now you going to go reach in the grave and do something like this with Michael Jackson. You know, what was your take on that? Because I tried to go find it. I didn't look at the documentary that came out, but people have said that they looked at it and it swayed them that maybe he could have done this.
Okay, well, let's look at the source. The two things you're talking about that's been exposed have been exposed by HBO.
Right.
Now think about HBO. Out of the last 20-some years, the only thing they deal with as far as building in the urban community, they deal with pimps, hoes, and everything else. So these are the people who are promoting this now because their revenue is down because they don't have the numbers. Yeah. And so now they're coming out. Look, it's easy to say anything about a dead man because he can't defend himself.
Yeah.
But just let's look at the legal system. He was in 2 courts. Mm-hmm. He was tracked by the FBI.
Right.
And then he was resolved of all them charges. Mm-hmm. And the first guy that he did pay the 20 under his lawyer advice, he did pay something, I think it was like $24 million.
25.
His dad, the son, his dad died of a horrible death, and he came out and confessed that his dad made him do what he did. Really? Just totally fabricated that whole thing. So, and let's look at the 2 guys in the HBO special. The number 1 guy was the first person on his defense team who testified in the second trial that Michael Jackson never did anything to him. Mm-hmm. So what do you think about that? What is it? He running out of money? Or, I mean, what's really going on?
There's a lot of other stuff going on in that. But, I mean, let's look at HBO. HBO has got them flailing so bad, man, that last year they had to cut out doing boxing. So, I mean, there's a lot of other things going on where people are streaming. You just see Steven Spielberg just came out and said we need to change the Oscar rules where people shouldn't be allowed to even be nominated for streaming movies and everything. HBO has been out there. They was one of the first ones in the 70s to take, cable to another level. Right. Now they're like a dinosaur. So now you resorting to doing shit like this just to keep your goddamn ratings up. So what do you think about that? Are they just doing this, putting out shit like this just to get ratings or what?
Or, Al, when you really think about this and you think about some of the entrepreneurs or some of the greatest inventions in the world, they always start off being number one. And they just kick to the curb to the wayside by some 15, 16-year-old guy who comes up with some unique idea.
Yeah.
So, it's all about the money. If you want to know about anything in the United States, the only thing you have to do is follow the money. Mm-hmm. If you follow the money, you'll find out exactly what you're dealing with.
Exactly. So, here we are with this. And like I said, I'm tired of holding my feelings back, man. Like I said, I called in on Mike's show last night and everything when they were talking about it. And, my take is on it is I pretty much hope he did do it. Michael, when we talk about him, I ain't going to say nothing about R. Kelly. Because that's just dead wrong, man, for, to take advantage, especially when you got a daughter. I can't justify you doing that shit at all. But when it comes to Michael, what I said last night as far as even if he did that, bruh, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. How many of us got molested and raped to be beat down and that's another thing that's good. They done took our religion, they took your name, now they taking your masculinity to a point of where you just gonna straight up be this. We talked about this a week or so ago. We talked about the boy at the Oscars with the dress on. Everybody has their own, way of doing things, but man, don't just shove them down my goddamn throat and tell me this is the way it's gonna be, or else.
Well, that is the master plan. Think about it. I mean, we got into it, and I hope Mike invite both of us to his show so we can do a continuation on that show, because that was a hot one. We can call that one Hot Topic. Yeah. And you are totally correct. And to point where we have gotten now, where we are totally under attack. And black men, if you don't know you are totally under attack right about now, then you are sleeping. I mean, you are in a deep sleep. And we're going to have to do something about it. And on the second part of this show, I'm going to expose something to my cousin that I have never exposed to him before. It's going to be a shaker. And I'm going to prove to you that who I am and what I am. And so we'll get back to that on the part 2 of the show. So you stay tuned. And you can call in at 323-293-3375. Moore's Media Studio.
I'm going to take my first break in about 2 months, because normally I just go all the way an hour through, but I got my man Lionel Dalton here, and I want to get him up here setting up, because he always has some interesting views to say about whatever is going on. So I got to get him up here, so we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back at you with my man Lionel Dalton and my cousin J Speed for a day.
Poetic beats. Poetic beats.
When you see me, you can see it. California, California. When you see me, you can see it. California, California.
California beaches, California breezes, California bitches, our California needs. Sun up, sun down, all smiles, no frowns. Cali life is like a circus, minus the clowns. I keep the top down, swag stay turning. There's so much heat, the week get burned. Every day is the right day. In Cali, I do it my way. Kush keep it highway. Sunset on Friday, promenade Saturday, Sunday to Beverly. Fuck the forecast, we know what the weather be. Post on the strip, showing off the whip. Real nigga love from the Bloods and the Crips. Cali, from the valley to the beaches to the flatland. Cali on my plate, I'm like a big old fat man. The desert is dessert, grapevine growing perp. All play, no work, got my boy about to surf.
When you see me, you can see it.
like my niece, Cali Dream. Palm trees and beaches, sunsets and clubs, VIPs, bad bitches, hoes and things. Throw up the West, represent your city and your state. Compton, California, shout out to Big Face. We on a Cali tip, let's take a Cali trip. LA to the Bay, that's that Cali shit. Banging Dr. Dre on the way, that's that Cali shit. Bumping Snoop Dogg every day, that's that Cali shit. DJ Quick in my shit, that's that Cali shit. I'm a Cali chick, hood to the valley chick. Back to the hood, I was satin on my Cali shit. Queen of the West Side, BFLY, CALI, that's what I be on. Cali is my home, and home is where the heart is.
When you see me, you can't see it. California, yeah. California, yeah. When you see me, you can't see it. California, I be in the 6-4, 100 spokes, windows down, push smoke, West Coast. We got the best smoke, romance and with mango, and it don't take two to tango. Not with the sweet, sugar's just more for me. Oh yeah. Look, Kush lit riding up Wilmington 100 ENT, nigga ball like Wimbledon. So California had to pull the Impala out. Action baby mama favorite rapper that she all about. Same nigga that these hoes can't get $1 out. Still bag a bad bitch when I'm out and about. California living fast and I'm loving it. Toss a few stacks for the fuck of it. Beats. When you see me, you can't see it. California, yeah. California, yeah. When you see me, you can't see it. California, 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 California.
All right, and we're back here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into it. Got my man Lionel Dalton. You showed up here late. Everything. God damn, boy, you got a coat on that's matching your bed.
Oh, man, you know, get my Teddy P on, man. Come go with me. Come on over to my place.
You look like Marvin, too.
Yeah, you know that. I know. I'm getting my rock star on. I'm getting a little famous now, man.
Marvin wore that shit from Teddy did.
Get a little, you know, Marvin was the man. What's up, man? What's going on, man?
Well, I'm thinking it now. You were.
This your cousin?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, cousin?
What's going on,
cousin
man?
what?
Jay.
Cousin Jay. All right, Jay. Cousin Jay.
That's only in the daytime.
Well,
man.
we family now.
Nighttime.
Well, we should be an R&B group right now, man. Chocolate Storms.
No, boys to old.
Boys to old.
Boy, you damn boy.
I love that boy Al, man. That's my man.
Yeah.
What's going on, Al?
Yeah, well, you heard what we talking about, man. Go give me your spin on it.
Man, I gotta bring some excitement. Y'all was down, man. What's this? I've been watching that R. Kelly stuff on CNN and all this stuff. I'm like, hold up, man.
Yeah.
I don't got nothing to do with that stuff. Why I'm putting that stuff in my brain and my energy? I'm telling you, when you watch that stuff, that's why I don't watch the news, man.
Yeah.
I hate the news. I don't like to watch it because when you watch that stuff, it gets in your brain, man, and you just your energy be off, man. That shit.
Yeah.
What R. Kelly doing? Like, first of all, it's sad on both cases,
right?
Both sides. I feel sorry for whatever those young ladies been through. I feel sorry for that because I have a daughter, man, and I don't wish that on nobody, man.
Right.
It's sad, but at the end of the day, that brother got a problem, and like we don't know if he did it or if he didn't. It's like, you know,
oh, he did it.
You know, but I'm saying like it's two sides of the story,
right?
You know, so my thing is, I just feel like he got a problem too, and this is the first time we see him, you know, act out like that, and you know what I mean, like in interviews. But his publicist did not address that properly. Yeah. He's supposed to he's supposed to have been organized, man, knowing what to say, what not to say. He just like this spazzed out, and I think.
Lawyer, there ain't no public. Right. Lawyer should have been there.
And what he got to understand is nowadays you can't do that when you're a celebrity because we got social media,
right. Yeah.
And everybody gonna make fun of it.
Right.
People is waiting to make fun of whatever you say nowadays, man.
Yeah.
So
and they can use all that against him in the court.
Yeah,
everything he says at this point on any media, they gonna use that.
They're gonna use everything against him. You know, so but I understand he wanted to get out.
Well, he already dangling 70 years in front of him, man. And I believe he gonna get, probably 50% of that. He going down. If I was him, I'd be trying to get the fuck up out of this country and not come back.
It's sad. They locked him up for child support. He's locked up for child support right now.
But they took his,
Y'all know that?
No, they just locked him up.
Yeah, just locked him up for child support.
Because they told him he was reason he couldn't be around no kids under 18, and he got out of prison and the jail and went straight to McDonald's.
But he was hungry, man.
Yeah, everybody going one of the max, right?
But this is what I don't understand, right? This is what I don't understand. How in the hell you a multi-platinum artist and you don't have $100,000?
Ask Jackie Wilson.
You don't have no money to get out of jail.
Exactly.
Ask Jackie Wilson.
When he said he owed $100,000, he was saying because he was due to pay like $160,000 back in child support.
But this is R. Kelly.
Right.
He made all the songs, all the hits. I knew it was a problem when they say he had to make bail to get out of there. He had to spend the night in jail.
Right.
Like, come on, bro.
It's so many right.
Entertainers, y'all gotta, you gotta, I don't know what people doing with their money, man. But when you make it to that certain level, man, you gotta manage your
They ain't
paper.
making it that. And before we go any further, let me say, goddamn, fuck the stupid motherfuckers who call this. I mean, the girl that bailed this guy did him a favor. They said that people calling me bomb threats at this girl's daycare center. So
because she bailed him out?
Right.
So you will kill the ones he made love
But
to.
no, a daycare center, you threatening to blow up kids.
Here's the thing, man. At the end of the day, that young lady is still his friend.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, I don't know if he did it. If he did do it, it's sad, it's effed up. You know what I mean?
Did it.
But we got friends that did stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because that person did something, I can't be like, yo, I'll keep my distance. Yeah. But it's like, if I'm still your friend, I'm still your friend.
Yeah, I got your back.
Because here's the thing. A friend going to say, yo, you was out of pocket.
Right.
What you did was wrong.
Right.
I love you, but that shit is wrong. Right. Now, if you keep doing it, now it's like, you know what? I got to get away from you.
Right. You got to separate yourself.
You know, so she's just being a friend, man.
Yeah.
Let's get back to what you started off of. You started off with. And that's what this announcement I want to make tonight. Mm-hmm. I'm not a regular person.
You're not regular?
No, I'm not a regular person at all. And I'm breaking some news to my cousin that he'd never even know. I'm an indigo.
Deep right now.
I'm an indigo child. That means I'm an indigo child. I have lived before, and I have lived in the future, and I have lived in the past. I was sent here to protect a couple people, and he don't even know this. I was sent here to protect him, Dr. Khalid Muhammad, and Minister Louis Farrakhan on different occasions. And so he don't even know this. Now, I'm 60 years old.
Who sent you?
I'm 60 years old. Hold on, my brother. I'm 60 years old, and I still look like I'm in my 40s, or some people may say 50. But I'm going to prove to you in this camera that one more time I'm going to come back, and I'm going to be 20 years more younger. I'm going to prove to you who I am. And don't believe that I got something special. It's a lot of brothers and sisters on this planet are indigo children. And indigo means nothing other than your spirit is put before and after. You don't succumb to anything. And that's what you started off with, saying you don't want to listen to no news. You don't, because that stuff get into you. It's negative and stuff like that. See, I was put here for a certain many of people to balance them out. See, Al has something to offer the world. He don't even know this. He's been, I would say, he's always been true to himself, but he's been here bullshitting. And so now I'm finna put him on his path, and I'm going to leave just like I left before, 12 years. He'll tell you.
This water. Is this just water?
That's water, brother. That's all
ain't no vodka in that.
Ain't no vodka in that. Now we gonna get back to
I was make sure, man.
We gonna get back to the fun shit, because that's what we want to do. We want to get back to the fun stuff. We want to get back to the twerking, and I mean twerking with the mouth. So we gonna get back to that. and we gonna have fun with it, because that don't mean because I'm an indigo child that I'm not fun.
It's okay. I just learned. I didn't know what that means. You taught me something just now, brother.
Indigo kid, you know about that.
You just taught me something, brother.
We're all indigo kids, and where we from where we were born in life, man. Motherfuckers are very more selfish, and what they do, they ain't followers. They already know. You can't tell me, well, I'm a nigga and I ain't shit. You come in this world knowing who you are. You right next to God. So he's not the only one, and I appreciate what you said, but and sometimes don't put no shit in there about I've been bullshitting with a damn at all. I hear what you said.
Now see, I knew you were gonna take it. Go ahead, do your thing.
What's up, yo? We live, man.
Do it.
We live. What's up?
Say it. Say it.
Yo.
Yeah, but
this is what I'm talking about. Say it.
I just feel like, man, that boy R. Kelly.
Yeah.
That boy R. Kelly needs some serious help. He's telling me
maybe he's not to be helped. Maybe that's just him.
No, he need help, man.
This just takes us to another level, man. This opens up the door. If y'all go fuck with him about that, what about
here we go?
Priests that's doing that shit.
All right.
What about them? They get dealt with too.
No. Have we burned down the Vatican?
Priests.
Have we shut down the Vatican?
Some priests get. Listen, I don't be. Whoever doing any of that stuff is sad. So I just feel like whoever doing this need help.
And every, like they say, he's without sin, toss this goddamn stone. Which of us that is living that don't do shit that's sad?
Right.
At some point.
That's what I want to know.
But we help people when you can come out and start talking about, the shit that you do, the shit that you have within yourself that you don't want nobody to know.
Right. I want to know why when I went to the Salvation Army and they had the damn uniform and it's part of the Catholic Church, but they have the zipper in the back.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, right?
I just want to put a softball.
Here's the thing, right? I just feel like, say if he beat this case, he beat everything, right? Say he beat R. Kelly. Right. Say if he beat everything, right? Once again, he beat the case, right? Then he started making records. He started doing his thing again. So the problem is not addressed.
Right.
I feel like something got to come out of this, man, because it's too many girls talking about it.
Right. But who put them up to doing that?
And are we going to do the same thing with the Playboy Mansion? Are we going to close it up like they did the ranch with Michael Jackson? Are we going to take that symbol and make it...
You know what I feel?
Well, I'm just finished. All the things you're going to have to deal with since you want to deal with it in that way. Are we going to take the symbol of the Playboy symbol and say it was a problem with pedophilia because this case they had with Bill Cosby started right there in the Playboy Mansion?
Bill Cosby, piece of shit. Bill Cosby, a piece of shit. Bill Cosby, don't do that. Bill Cosby, a piece of shit.
Okay, would you say the Pope was... Man,
I'm going to do nothing to do with the Pope. I don't know what the Pope did, but Bill Cosby...
What about the priest?
Listen what I'm saying, bro. If anybody did anything to someone that was young, whatever, they a piece of shit. Okay. I would say Bill Cosby, come on, man, what he did was terrible.
I don't have a problem with that. I want you to
How you have a problem with that?
No, I said I don't have a problem with it. So I want you to say the same thing with the Pope.
All of it's wrong.
I want you to say the same thing with the Pope.
Listen what I'm saying, bro. What I'm saying is everybody, whoever did something,
no,
they all wrong.
You won't say to the Pope.
No, I'm saying they all wrong.
No, I want you to identify the Pope like you did Bill Cosby.
I don't know anything about the Pope.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
See, that's what we
I don't know about the Pope.
We'll come up on a brother.
No, that's not true. That's not. If the Pope did it, then he's a piece of shit too.
They all do that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
This is not the issue. Motherfuckers are talking about the molestation of genitals. They ain't talking about the molestation of a mind, man, a brain.
Right.
A dick or a pussy it's a waste valve.
What's the solution?
The solution is
what's the solution?
The solution is as what I was trying to talk to you.
You have the problem.
I was trying to tell you was one of the solutions. We got to put everybody on an even scale.
Yeah.
You are recognized Bill Cosby, but the first thing come out of your mouth, and it's been in the news for the last 9 to 10 years about the Pope. But on Bill Cosby in it for the last 2 or 3 years, but then you don't know anything about the Pope.
So what are you? So
what I'm trying to say, you gotta have an even scale.
No, I gotta focus on my community. The Pope is not my community.
But see,
I'm from. Bro, listen what I'm saying.
Where I live,
bro, you can't take over. You gotta listen, bro.
It's the Pope. Listen,
I'm from Philadelphia.
Okay.
So I got a lot of rights to speak about Bill Cosby. I never was a Bill Cosby fan. Never ever. I never liked the Cosby Show because when
might be a little
I'm gonna tell you why I didn't like the Cosby Show because
might be a little
I did not like the Cosby Show. No, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I did not like the Cosby Show because when I used to watch it, and where I'm from the slums of Philly, and when I used to see that television show, I was like, yo, that's not representing where I'm from. Right. That's not real in my community.
Right.
But me and you cool on that. Me and you cool on that because I had the same problem.
Even that, man, it's like I'm going back to what I said. It's the molestation of the mind. We're talking about genitals and all this type of bullshit. It's the mind that's being goddamn molested. It's just like you said, and I do that too, man. I didn't even know this documentary was on. When the R. Kelly shit came out, I didn't even know it was on until I went out around motherfuckers telling me about it.
You know why
it's the molestation of the mind. It's what you protect your mind from. Can't nobody just make me go down this goddamn road. If I'm driving here, you can't make me veer here with your bullshit or make me veer over here. So it's the molestation of a fucking mind.
This is what happened.
And brains are being molested every fucking day.
I feel like this is what happened. This is why all the girls is coming out right now. This is my opinion. This is
because somebody told them to do it.
I feel like R. Kelly, all the girls that you've been with, I feel like you didn't take care of those girls. I feel like he didn't treat those girls right. I feel like he got a bunch of young girls and he had all these young girls doing all type of freaky shit before their time. So now these young girls is like in their 30s now, and they're like, oh my God, I gave all myself to this man. Now I have nothing to show for it. This man used me, he abused me. Now this man is broke. He can't take care of me now. So what I need to do now? No, let me finish. So now what the girls did was, what some of the girls did, I feel like they was like, you know what? I gotta find a way to tell my story.
To get paid.
To get paid.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day,
that's what it all boils down.
I ain't gonna say that's what it all boils down because at the end of the day, those girls are hurt. And it's sad. It's sad that this is what I'm saying. It's sad that it took this long for it to come out. I wish that the girls when they was younger, they could have came out and something could have been done.
All right, let me give you the other part of that. All right? So by what you just said, I can contribute to my own life experience. My mother was married at 14. My grandmother was married at 12. My mother had 18 children. My father had me at 50 years old. So what I'm trying to tell you, my brother, that what you really don't understand is what should my mother have did and come back? 18 years of her life, she spent pregnant. So what she should have did to my father? Come back and tell him he abused her? And at the end, she didn't get paid?
Yeah.
So, I got a different way of looking at things.
But what I'm saying, I just feel like those young girls, I just feel like.
Are you saying my mother?
I don't know your mother.
I'm just saying, she's 14 years old.
Young girls, and I'm glad you broke because I want you to rectify that something happened up here last goddamn week. But when you talk about these young girls, man, we young girls and we young boys.
Right.
You know, I'm not just saying, man, you come on. It's the mind that's being molested, not no genitals.
And it's the mind of showing the things he had. They let the girls in with the fame, with the fashion. It do happen.
It happens.
But he was wrong. At the end of the day, man, he got off last time. And if you went back and you did the same old shit, you deserve to go to jail, man. You deserve it. Man, that shit is sad, man.
Let me explain something to you about sexuality and busting a nut. There are people, goddamn motherfucker, have a sickness where they want to fuck animals or fuck goddamn fucking dead corpses. It's all the sexuality. It's a warped ass thing. And that ain't taught to us at an early age about what that is about, man.
We know right from wrong, man. That nigga was wrong.
Yeah, but your right is different. What is right and wrong?
He was wrong. If a young girl that's 13, that's 14, that's not of age, man, you're wrong. And if he constantly did it, he's fucking wrong, man.
Yeah, you listen.
He's wrong.
I just explained to you my history, not fictitious, but my history. And to look at the miracle right here, I'm a beautiful black man.
Bro, I was molested. Back to what we were saying. We gonna address what we were saying, right?
I was the brother who called into you.
All right, so you
we
understand.
get to that, but I'm just saying, I just explained to you my positive result of a girl getting married at 14, or a grandmother getting married at 12, who had 18 children, and I'm the miracle of that event.
How old was the man?
Oh, close to like 40-something years old.
And she was 12, 14?
She was 14.
He's wrong.
No, it's the law.
What law?
Google it.
What law?
Google it.
Where at?
Wait.
Where at?
Google it right now. Excuse me.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Boy.
Okay. 12. Google it right now.
Where at? I'm asking you where at.
12 states right here in the United States you can get married at 14.
Man.
How much money you want to bet?
I don't have any headset.
Okay, well get.
I want to make a comment. The difference I think between your mom getting married young, your mother. First of all, your father married your mom, right?
Yes, ma'am.
He was not depriving her of food.
No.
He was not defecating on her.
No.
He was not urinating on her. He was not making her have sex with other women, other men, and all of that. So it's a difference between an older man being with a younger woman versus being abused.
Okay.
There's abuse in that equation
I understand that
this conversation has not addressed.
Right, but I'm just what can I retort? Because what I want you to let you know, I was not talking about the act so much as I was talking about the age. And if you want to change this in America, see, I don't say I agree along with it or disagree along with it. I'm saying if you want to change it in America, you're going to have to change these laws. See, he don't even know that you can get married in this country.
Who want the hell no, listen. Who want to sleep with a fucking 14-year-old kid?
Wait a minute. We're not talking about
listen. You trying to justify that. Listen, if you 13, but listen, whoever made their law, they assholes.
You silly.
That's sad. Whoever made that law, well, that's not cool. How do you sleep with if you sleep with a 13 or 14-year-old after you done? How can you look yourself in the mirror?
At the end of the day,
there's too many old freaks out here, man.
We're all black men up here.
Okay.
Yes.
And when somebody put up the day is, man, if you gonna come at a black man like that, then say something about Elvis Presley who married goddamn Priscilla when she.
Whoever did it, they wrong.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
See, y'all trying to make. See, y'all looking at.
We're not validating.
Y'all looking at white and black. Y'all looking at white and black. I don't give a fuck if it's Chinese, Korean, Mexican. If you deal with a 14-year-old man and you above your age, bro, you're wrong.
Okay,
I don't care what color it is.
Okay. Stop right there, Al.
Let's go.
Stop right there, right there. Let's go to Jamaica.
Okay.
The law in Jamaica, you can get married at 14.
Man, because of
or you can have a relationship, sexual relationship.
Let me tell y'all something.
Let me tell you. It's not a global thing.
Let me tell you, because somebody make the law, that shit don't mean that is right.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you,
because at the end of the day, a human being made the law.
At the end of the day,
right?
I done said this is gonna be my third time. There's a difference between molesting a mind and molesting fucking genitals.
Sure.
So you saying if a motherfucker 40 years old, he ain't got no business doing anything physically below the waist with somebody 14 or 15 years old.
Exactly.
But he can fuck their mind up without doing that.
He can.
And they do it all the time.
Right, but we're talking about sexual intercourse.
Because he's making it more than the mind.
Right,
that's why we're here.
Right,
that's why R. Kelly's going to jail.
What is the worst fucking thing gonna happen by somebody doing sexual intercourse if they 40 years old and somebody 14?
What you mean the worst?
Give me your what's the worst
scenario?
The worst scenario.
Oprah claims she was molested. She's a billionaire. What did these goddamn fucking two boys?
But what's your point? What is your point?
The point is, what is the damage that everybody keeps talking about?
The damage is the girls right now that's coming out speaking to it. Look at, I'm damaged from the shit I've been through.
They trying to get money, like.
Man, they trying to protect their self, man. They trying to help other young girls that don't got to go through that shit. You know how many other young girls today that's going to look at their story? You know how many young girls today going to look at their story and that's not going to idolize fucking R&B singers now?
Okay,
it's all about idolizing people.
That's one goddamn avenue of what really, but what really is do you die What is really the main? What is the main damage of what you're talking about?
The main damage is
some old man fucking with an underage girl, and everybody's talking about no 5-6-year-old. We talking about girls that are mature, and
you're not 13, 14.
Wait.
13, 14.
Man, somebody.
Are you bigger than God?
13, 14.
Are you bigger than God?
I'm bigger than God.
Are you bigger than God?
No, I'm not.
So you saying God who can create the stars, the heavens, and everything else, he made a mistake by making girls have their puberty at 13 and 14 years old.
And they say that's the best.
So are you telling me that as a grown man, you should be allowed to sleep with a 13 or 14-year-old?
I'm telling you, it's in my life. My mother was sleep with at 14.
That don't make it right.
But wait, why it don't make it right? Look what it produced.
What you mean it don't make it right, though? Okay, here we go. So you mean to tell me a 14-year-old get raped by an older guy? No, listen. Get raped by an older guy. That's the same thing you're doing. You raping her mind because you're more advanced. You're more advanced than her, so you pretty much raping her mind. So you mean to tell me, say that 40-year-old have a baby, rape that 14-year-old, and you have a baby by her, she should keep it?
Well, number one, I ain't going to deal with the word rape.
That's what you're doing.
Okay, well, that's your definition.
But that's a mind.
I'd be more inclined to believe
that the 14-year-old girl got them R. Kelly fucking with. Let me.
Go ahead.
I would be inclined to believe that these little 14-year-old girls were mentally more mature than that motherfucker. That nigga's head is fucked up, man. Somebody molested his mind.
That's your opinion.
So what?
That's your opinion.
I should be mad at my dad.
So what are you gonna do?
I should be mad at my dad.
That's your prerogative. I can't tell you what you do. I can't tell you. What I'm saying is, if a man is above a young lady age, if some young lady that's 13, 14, and a man is older, he should not be with her.
Okay, so you go kill.
And if he's with her, wait. You could be raping a young woman mind.
Wait. Let me ask you a question. Okay, let me go back. Let me just ask him this question. So, are you telling me right now that your opinion is so strong that you will forget about all the 1 through 19 dynasties that was Egyptian that we are totally family to, who built the pyramids? Are you telling me right now that their way of life, before we get into this European way of life or Western way of life and these Western way of laws, are you telling me, because they don't want to define that a girl is not a woman when she's 14 years old. But everywhere else in the world, I'm telling you.
This is America.
Okay, well, you are American.
I got to focus on America.
I'm not American. I was born in America.
Let's address last week. Let's address. Hold up.
Yeah. Because we were talking about something similar to this last week. Right. And you were saying that you were molested.
Yes.
And I wanted to make everybody clear that you said that it was by a woman and not a guy.
Yeah, it was I'll explain the story again. Yeah. I was probably 10 or 11, pushing 10 or 11. And I was selling, and I'm not glorifying this to no kids or anything, but I was selling crack cocaine at 10, 11 years old. And crack cocaine at 10, 11 years old. And the guy I was working for, he was 14. And he was like, yo, I got to get this crack to this lady. I'm like, cool. We go up. I just followed him. Right. And as I followed him, we went upstairs. And, he laid down on the floor, gave her the drugs. And he started sleeping with her. And then he said, it's your turn.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. Right. This lady, she was down there in her 30s.
Right.
And that was that.
Yeah.
So I just feel like at the end of the day, just how girls is going through it, we got young boys that go through it too.
Well, yeah.
And I feel like we need mentorship on, because here's the thing, when you're a young boy in the ghetto, you got to be strong. You got to be hard. You got to keep everything in. You got to be strong. You got to be hard. And when you get older, it's like, damn. You hold a lot of stuff in as a black man. You hold a lot of stuff in. Yeah. So one thing I love about stand-up comedy gave me a platform to release.
Yeah.
And if I never felt that gift from God to be able to release my pain, I wouldn't know where I would be at right now. I might go crazy.
Right. Now let me ask you this.
I want to ask
and
you a question.
It's a good thing that you brought that up. And I've been saying all night there's a molestation of the mind and there's a molestation of the genitals. Which do you, in that experience, do you think was worse? That 14-year-old boy telling you to climb on top of that bitch and put your dick in it? Or the opposite? Him got you out there fucking selling fucking dope at 10 years old. The mental goddamn molestation is what I'm talking about.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. I can't blame him. You know why? I'm about to address the question.
Okay.
I can't blame him. You know why I can't blame him? Because he's part of the system, too. He didn't know. He's 14, too. So somebody got him. So he ain't doing nothing but what someone taught him.
About mental molestation.
Exactly. So therefore, it's all wrong. That's the system I was brought up in. Right. I thought what I was doing was cool.
So my question is,
I had my baby at 14. Yeah. I had a child at 14.
So my question is,
she was 14.
Because I feel like some underneath energy from you.
What you mean?
Do you feel like, was it worse in that experience because you had to have sex with that woman, or was it worse in that experience because there was another male there watching you?
You know what? I don't even think I'm about to address you. You gotta understand, when you in the ghetto, in the hood, you just trying to survive and make money. You're not thinking. I met a kid, so
I came up in the ghetto, man.
Listen what I'm saying. You're not thinking logical. You're not thinking about no other boy watching you. You just in the moment. When you in the hood, it's moments. You're not thinking past no moment. Okay, this the moment here. The moment to sell crack cocaine, yellow caps. That's the moment. Oh, this is the next moment. We sleeping with this girl. Okay, cool. So you're just trying to.
I'm talking about afterwards. I'm talking about looking back at that experience.
Looking back at it now?
Yes. Was it more demeaning that you had to have sex with this girl, or was it more demeaning that a person in a personal experience with you at your first time was there as a male
that wasn't
watching you? I'm asking you now how you think.
But listen, I don't even, because here's the thing. My past shaped me for who I am today.
Okay. Well, let me go back to that now. What you saying, you being molested.
Right.
At 10 years old. Mm-hmm. You done turned out to be a pretty good dude, haven't you? Even with some kids got you selling
what's
crack.
Your point? Yeah.
That's the thing is, if it's so devastating for genitals to be violent, it's all about you to turn out to be the other way. I'm going to tell you why No, here's the thing. It
still messed me up. Because you got to understand, when I was exposed to that crackhead, I start fucking crackheads.
Good.
I start using. That's not good.
You was with women.
No, but it's not good. It was dangerous because I'm 15 years old. I'm fucking crackheads that's 21, 23,
man, you killing
24.
the goddamn community.
Listen. Let me tell you something.
You killing the goddamn community. What are you talking about? Putting crack in the community?
No, listen, bro. I'm a kid. I don't know no better. You can't judge me for that.
Okay, you know what?
So you can't judge me for that. So we're not here to judge. No, but we're not judging.
I'm not judging.
You are, because you're telling me I'm killing the community. I don't know. No, of course I was, but I was a kid. Somebody was killing me.
So don't take your own terminology.
What I'm saying is,
you killing the community, man.
Bro.
So that should have been a bad experience for you too.
Well, all that shit is bad. What are you talking about? All of it's bad. All of it's bad. No. I know, but what I'm saying, we good. But what I'm saying is that shit. Bro, you gotta listen, man. Bro. Because what I'm saying is,
I don't make you right.
What I'm saying is, it fucked me up sexually.
I can understand that.
Because I'm chasing older girls. Yeah. So now it's like I lost my age bracket. I'm not in my age bracket. You know, all my friends is your age. That's why I can sit here and talk to y'all all motherfuckers.
When I was 16, 17, 18, I always got them fuck older women, man. 20, 30, I was molested, everything.
36.
I just recently now started going back the other way because at 50 years old, I don't be fucking bitches in their 60s and 70s, and I'm not going to do that. So now at 50, I got to go back the other way. But I was always got them fucking turned on my older women, man. So that, that was my experience.
Okay,
as far as just dealing with women.
Right.
16, 17, because I always look older. Y'all talking about I look old now? I mean, I was a grown-ass man. Yeah. That was 30, 40 years old.
He was buying beer at the age of 12.
Then they didn't know. So I always fuck with older women. And then that's my experience, but I can't speak for nobody else if it was a traumatic experience. I'm just saying if it didn't turn you the other way and start making you like your own sex, then deal with it. Because every human being has something they got to deal with in life. Some people's shit is worse than others. Some motherfucker, I talked to one of my cousins, they got to go to dialysis and sit on a machine and get their blood filtered for 4 or 5 hours a day.
Why you
Everybody got something to deal with, man.
Right, we do.
Everybody wants to claim the victim.
Yeah.
Want to be the fucking victim.
My father was 50 years old.
Those girls was victims.
50 years old.
Those girls was victims.
Hey, let me ask you.
The thing is, are they on the street? Or are they somewhere living a productive life? I'm sure they spent some of that motherfucker's money doing whatever they was doing, man.
Look, and my father had me at 50. Are you saying to me right now that all my friends that he took me out because he kept me by his side with all them 11 girls in the house? Are you saying that all them men that was 55, 60, 70 years old all throughout my life, that's the people I've been around? My first girlfriend was 36. I was 16. I don't feel like I feel like I'm
that's you. That's you.
But I'm just saying, I feel like I'm messed up.
That's you.
I'm way advanced.
Yeah, but the way this conversation is going is it kind of makes me feel like y'all think it's okay to sleep with underage women.
Ain't saying that, man.
But y'all justifying that.
No,
I'm not.
He's justifying it, saying that it's the law. You said it's the law. You came with me with law.
Change the law. You don't hear that.
You said we need the law because your law don't make it right.
I'm saying we
because your law don't make it right.
I'm saying we need to change because you can't keep sitting up there talking about
But what I'm saying to you is y'all justifying. I hear y'all say anything about. It's sad that those young girls been through that.
I say we need to change the law.
I ain't hear nothing you say.
Okay, but let me ask you
about
a question.
That.
What is it you don't understand or comprehend? And I say we need to change it. I
can comprehend very well.
Okay, why do you not understand? I say we need to change the law.
Change to what?
Change it to the age that you think is appropriate.
So basically, if a man that's in his 40s, if he think it's appropriate to have sex with a 13-year-old, and if he changed, that's cool?
If a motherfucker want to...
See, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Y'all justifying that shit. You are. You talking about changing the law.
No, my mind is wide open, bro. I see a spectrum way broader than most people. So I ain't saying that it's okay. I'm just telling you, look at the opposite. Look at the laws. The other countries don't have these laws.
We focus on America.
What, man, once they say a goddamn girl goes through... Once she goes through puberty,
you gonna celebrate your
defeat. She goddamn fucking hands up.
What defeat?
You saying you American? I ain't never.
I'm American. I'm a black American. I'm a black American. I'm American.
You ain't African?
I'm American. I'm a black American.
Okay,
then you ought to be supporting your laws then.
You celebrating your defeat.
The laws, I'm a black American.
Then you ought to be supporting your laws and you ought to be doing what
if you're American, that's right. Constitution supposed to be your law.
Listen here. The law says
the goddamn girl gets her puberty and she's able to bleed and have a child.
And you should have sex with her? That's terrible.
Bruh.
That's terrible, man.
Okay.
That's not right.
You are putting,
that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. I don't care. I don't want her genitals. If she's 13, if she's 13,
you piss with.
If she's 13,
if she's 13, she pisses with.
If she's 13, she's 14. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. I don't care what you say. You're wrong. You're wrong. It ain't about Hollywood. It ain't about Hollywood. It ain't about Hollywood. You're wrong. You're wrong.
We do.
I'm not saying that's what you do. I never said that. What I'm saying is, it seems like y'all, but y'all not. One time y'all said that it's sad that those young girls been through that.
I don't know none of them.
You don't gotta know none of them.
And I don't know if it even happened.
If that was your daughter, if that was your daughter, you would feel some kind of way.
No, R. Kelly wouldn't have this conversation right now.
Come on, man. That is wrong. That is, you don't know me either. That's wrong.
I know you enough.
No, you don't. You don't know me at all. You don't know me at all.
Brother.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, right? That's wrong. You don't know me. That's wrong.
I read you 3 weeks ago.
You know what I'm saying? That's wrong.
But we do know.
You don't change no law.
Hold on,
You don't change no law.
We have to change that law.
What law? To be able to sleep with a 14-year-old?
We got to change that law.
So to be able to sleep with a 14-year-old?
We got to change the law. We got to change the law.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
Did you hear me say change it to be older or
No.
younger?
What you mean to be older and younger?
Well, okay, what is your age, the proper age, before you can stick your dick in somebody?
Listen, I don't want to mess with a young lady unless she's a grown-ass woman. I want somebody that I want a grown-ass woman.
30 years old before you fuck.
Late 20s? Late 20s? I don't want no motherfucking teenager.
But even the law says 18 is cool.
I don't, but... if that's what you do, that's what you do. I don't want no teenager. I don't want a teenager.
You ain't got to fuck with
his own.
There's enough men
below 18 is disgusting if you're grown ass. Below 18 is disgusting if you're a grown ass fucking man. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just like I said, you gonna make it good. Gotta wrap it up.
Yeah.
This has been a good one. Lon, we gotta get this to do it again. Cause I like it. I like your passion, bro.
Hey, man.
Go ahead, man. I'm telling you, man. Tell them where you gonna be at, man.
Yo, this your boy Lionel Dark, man. I got a show tonight, man. Catch me tonight at the State Social House and off of Sunset, man. And you can catch me next Wednesday at the Laugh Factory, man. It's a dope show. Next Wednesday, Laugh Factory. And also, I got a new movie coming out called One Night in San Diego. And I'm also a new movie called Deuces on Netflix, man. I always promote that, man. And I'm doing another movie called Bon Pizza, so I'm out here. Shout out to my OG Al, man.
Appreciate it, baby. Always pleasure having you up here, man. Tell them something, Jay.
All right, this is Jay Speed. I've been out there for a long period of time. I didn't do
your thing.
I didn't do. I really didn't do Negro movies. I did a lot of white movies, what I want to call white movies, because I ain't playing in that kind of way. You know what I mean? I walked away from Hollywood. I did Samuel Jackson, Stuntman Double. I did Senior Portier Samuel, and I walked away. So, I'm free, I'm clean, and so, you know what? I'm glad you tuned in. I just keep on supporting this show right here, and me and Al will always be just like that.
Well, thank y'all, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in for another week. And, you can find me up here. You can find me at L Toomer, the number 2, and anything you want to click into, Facebook, whatever. That's Al Toomer, the number 2, and I'll be there. Thank y'all for tuning in. And pick up the phone sometime, you motherfuckers.
Give us a call. We out. Peace.
When you see me, you can see it. California. When you see me, you can see it.
California beaches, California breezes, California bitches. Our California needs sun up, sun down, all smiles, no frowns. Cali life is like a circus, minus the clowns. I keep the top down, swag stays turning. It's so much.